Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy Monday. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend and I hope you're excited for another speed build. So for today we're doing something a little bit different. As you can see, we are building 3 houses on one lot. Now I haven't ever done this before, I don't think, maybe a very long time ago, but I absolutely love this idea. I saw another YouTuber do it. I can't remember who it was it Simlissy or Jessica Pie, one of them. Those two are my favourite simmers. If you guys haven't checked them out before, I highly recommend you go and check them out because their builds are beautiful, but they are definitely my inspiration behind this sort of layout of a build. I did completely make up the shape of the houses, so you know, some of them are good, some of them aren't so good. I don't particularly like this end house. I do end up changing it after a while because I wasn't happy with the layout, but the other two are definitely my favourite. So the middle one I do actually turn into a 3-story house because I wanted to have like a sunken driveway, but I wasn't too sure how to do that. But I looked it up and now I know how to do it, and I am super excited to show you guys that particular build. However, I did do that off camera because I've never done it before and I thought it might take me a while to get the hang of it, but it wasn't too difficult, so I'll definitely film it next time. But for today I did that off camera. But anyway, so the first house that we're building on the far left, this particular house is for 2 parents. They have a teenage son and they have an infant little girl. The middle house is for 2 parents, a teenage girl, twin children boys, and I think I did twin infant girls as well, or maybe just, yeah, I think so. I think I did 2 sets of twins. My goodness, there's so many people in these houses and they're so small, I don't know how we're gonna fit them all in. But we do have lots of kiddos. And then the very end house on the right is for a single mom, and she has a teenage daughter, a child daughter, and a toddler daughter. So we have lots of kiddos living here, which I think is really cute, and it definitely feels very like British vibes to me. I mean, they kind of look quite American because they are like wooden panels. But I think the fact that they are quite tightly compact, it gives more of a British vibe in my opinion. So I do hope you guys enjoy a little bit of a different style. I decided that I wanted to do 3 on one lot just because I think it's such a, I can't really explain what I mean, but you know that like proper suburban, like close-knit, sort of like tightly compact neighborhood vibe. I don't know why, but I really love that, and I just think it's like super fun to have the houses so close together. I know it's a little bit like claustrophobic sometimes, but I do think that it looks really cute and I love how they turned out. It did take me quite a while to figure out what I wanted to do with the outside, not gonna lie, and the colour scheme of this end house I changed about 4 times. However, we did get there in the end and I do really like how it looks. I think I went for like a green tone in the end, because I was gonna have brown, yellow and blue, but then I was going to have a blue, yellow and red, and then I changed it again, and I'm content with it being green. I didn't want it to be too bright because I think the yellow kind of like is very overwhelming as it is because it's so like in your face, but you know, I'm not complaining. I think that it turned out really cute and I absolutely love these little driveways. I did use quite a lot of debug items for the exterior because I wanted to section up the front like driveways, and I think it turned out really cute. So I did use this fence from debug. The edges of the fence are a little bit high, to be honest. I do end up deleting the middle post because it looked a bit weird, as you can see on the pathways, but you know, it turned out cute in the end. But the pillars were a little bit high, so I was a bit like, is it gonna work, is it not? Not too sure, but I think it turned out really cute, and I think adding in these like debug fences just makes it look more realistic. I'm not too sure why, because of course we've got fences, but I think because you can like alt place them off the like the natural grid of where you can place a fence, and it's just a lot of fun in my personal opinion. But anyway, so now we're first starting off in the first house. This house, like I said, is for 2 parents, a son and an infant little girl. I kind of imagined that the son was into sports. The mum, I think she's a bit of a like a fitness junkie. She's like obsessed with going to the gym, a gym rat, is that what they call it? But anyway, so I think the mum's a bit into fitness. I think the dad possibly is a bit more casual. He's like the fun dad. Maybe he's got like a part-time job as like a what's the word? I can't think of the universal word for it, but like a, oh my gosh, an LSA is what we call it in Britain, but I don't know whether you'll call it that everywhere, like a support teacher for like students who need extra help. But that's what I kind of feel like he is, like not necessarily like a main teacher, but just kind of like, you know, supportive person for students, which I think is a really rewarding job, but I kind of feel like it's not necessarily a high paying job, so that's why they have quite a small house. But I think they're really nice people. I kind of got like a really nice vibe from the people who live here, so that was what I was thinking. I don't know what the mother does, maybe she's like a personal trainer or something, and the son kind of takes after her because he likes sports, and I just think it's cute. So we do also have a baby girl, of course, which is adorable, and I am super excited to show you her room because it's so cute. And I kind of felt like there's quite a lot of little kids in this like row of houses, so maybe they could all be friends, and maybe the teenage boy could have a crush on one of the other girls, or I don't know. I just think it's really cute and I really like it. So anyway, moving on to the kitchen. The kitchen is really cute. I like that it's a one big room. We do have the kitchen and the dining room all as one big room, and I think it turned out really cute. I think that the layout of this kitchen is just ideal for this house. I was struggling a little bit. Gosh, I need to breathe. I haven't inhaled in ages. I was struggling before coming up with the layout of this house to try and envisage how I was going to lay everything out, because I'm so used to making bigger builds that these small little houses I'm just so not used to. But I actually really enjoyed it. I highly recommend. As much as, yes, okay, it's a lot of work, it was so much fun to build, and I just think that it's just such a cute idea, and you can have like such a community vibe. I think that's what I like about it. You can create your own little world, a little town of your own. But yeah, so we do have quite a small dining area, but you know, there's only 4 of us and one's a baby anyway, so it works out. It was fine. I wanted to include a little like end table by the back door as well, so we could put some like clutter on it and some sports stuff, and I think it turned out really cute. Obviously the son is of that age where he has a lot of hobbies and he's doing a lot of clubs, and you know, he's into sports at the moment. Whether he will be forever, who knows, but he's into sports at the moment, and he just has his stuff everywhere. The mother's trying to clean up after him, and she's trying to, like, you know, maintain her fitness health, and I kind of felt like maybe the dad was a little bit of a green thumb. I got such a nice vibe off this family. I don't know why. I know that's really silly because they don't actually exist, but I'm like trying to like imagine who would live here, and I got a nice vibe off them. So this particular father, I think, has such a green thumb, and he loves gardening, but we don't have any grass in our garden, which is a slight problem. We do have some planter boxes, which I do include, but I kind of feel like he wants to branch out and have a bigger house at some point, but it's just not working out in his favour right now. But let's hope that some time in the future that he'll get a more advanced role in school, and he can afford to have a bigger garden, so he can enjoy his hobbies, I suppose. I did also include a tiny little paddling pool because I thought the baby, when she gets a little bit older, could go in there. I think infants can go in there, can they? I don't know whether I've ever done that. Honestly, I have no idea if infants can go in there. But anyway, we're moving on to the upstairs. Now, this is the son's room. It's quite small. There's not much to it. I mean, it's fine. It's non-event, really. There's not much going on. I feel like sometimes when I build, I'm a bit like, do I like it? Do I not? But it's fine. It turned out cute enough. But like I said, he is into sports. He does have a guitar, because I kind of feel like that's just like what every teenager has, is a guitar in their room. Just me, maybe. I literally have 2 guitars in my room, and a ukulele and a keyboard and everything musical, other than a violin. I've never used a violin. I'd probably be awful at violin. Anyway, so I did stream this last night, so this particular room onwards was live on stream. If you did want to watch it, it's over on my Twitch channel at Laura Abby X, and yeah, you could watch me build live if you'd like to, so you can see the process a little bit slower, but of course, if you're already here and you're listening, then you may as well stay. But I think this room is super cute. Look how pink and cozy this is. The little penguins, I just think it's absolutely adorable. So I didn't add too much to the rooms because they are quite small, and I'm so used to making big, like, over exaggerated bedrooms. I wanted to keep it quite simple, but I think it turned out really cute, and I love how like realistic it is, I suppose, and I think the windows look quite realistic as well. I don't think I've ever used these windows before, which is insane to me. I always use the ones from Seasons, which is still fine, they're gorgeous, but I wanted to do something different for today, and these windows just worked for this particular row of houses, so that is what we did. I just think that it is absolutely gorgeous, and I love how cute and cozy it is, and I just think it's like so realistic in my personal opinion. So yes, now we are just working on the bathroom. I think this bathroom is like the perfect size bathroom. We've got a shower and bath combination, and that's exactly what we need for having an infant, of course, and so I just think that it's ideal for this family. I am speeding through these builds because the footage was actually probably like over a day's worth, so I sped it up so much. You guys know that I do build quite quickly, however, when you've got to build 3 houses, it obviously takes some time and decision making, and it's not an easy task. So, you know, it did take me about, I'd say about 6-7 hours maybe to build this, maybe not that long, but anyway, we're moving on to the second house now. We have completed house number 1, we're on house number 2, and this particular house is 3-story. Like I said, I did change the front of the build because I ended up putting in a basement, like a sunken driveway, and I don't use mods, so it is a little bit, not glitchy, but I don't know, it's quite difficult to do without mods, but I still managed to make it work, so it turned out cute. But yeah, I've never done it before, so, you know, don't judge me. So this particular house, like I said, is for 2 parents, a teenage girl who lives in the basement. That sounds really mean. We have twin children, boys. I think we have twin infant girls. I can't remember whether it's 1 or 2. I think it's 2. I don't know though, but we do have a lot of kiddos. So how many is that? 7? Why did that take me so long to work out? I think that's 7 people we have in this house. Obviously, it's quite small, but like I said, it is 3 stories, so it is manageable. It's not too small, but I really like it. I think this whole layout just turned out super cute. I did decide to include a shelf, just oh my goodness, I cannot speak. Just because I kind of felt like it just needed something extra in this kitchen. I don't know why I went to say apartment then. I'm so used to doing apartments. But like the other builds, we do have a kitchen dining room all in one, and I really like how it turned out. I think the colour scheme is really nice. It's kind of like a beigey sandy colour with a touch of like a, I don't even know what to call it, like a beigey pink colour, and white. It's just all the colours. I just really like it, so I do hope you guys enjoy it as well. Now we are moving on to their lounge. Now with this particular room, I did want to make it feel very cozy and family orientated, and I kind of felt like the 2 boys, the twin boys, were very much into art, or at least one of them was, and he's kind of like overtaken the space and just kind of like decorated everything with his artwork. So that was kind of the story behind it, and I think it just turned out so cute. I love how realistic this particular house is. It's full of stuff, there's a lot of chaos. Obviously if you had that many children, of course it would be chaos. She's got 5 kids, I think 4 or 5. I can't remember whether the babies are twins or not, but I'm pretty sure they are. I was building this at like 3 AM, so bear with me. I just really wanted to get it done, and not because I was rushing through it, I was just really enjoying it, and I was like, I don't want to put it down because it's just like really fun to play with, so I was just on a roll. But anyway, so now I'm moving on to the teenage girl's room. She does live in the basement, which is kind of a bit sad. But she likes it, and the window that leads on to the like outside garden, I kind of imagine that maybe she could sneak out of there. It wasn't working when I was trying to do it, so I'm not really sure how you would, but obviously if you guys are skilled enough to work around that, then possibly that is what you could use the window for. You have to sneak out of there, but again, it only goes upstairs via the balcony area to the kitchen, so she wouldn't get very far, to be honest, but I just really like it. Anyway, so that is all for her bedroom. I do end up changing the rug in here because I thought it was a bit childlike. And then move on to the upstairs. So this is the 3rd floor that we're working on right now. Although it is kind of on par with the other houses, it's kind of weird because the bottom floor is sunk into the ground. So it is 3-story, but I don't know, it's kind of a weird height. It's not really at the 3rd floor, but it is. But anyway, so we're just working on the boys' room. I did want to make sure it felt very kid-friendly. I think it turned out super cute. I did include a lot of artwork in here, and obviously we do have some like what's the word, robot sort of things, transformers if you will. I just think it's adorable. I absolutely love how this turned out. I love this room. I just think it's so kid-friendly and it's just super cute. So now moving on to the bathroom. The bathroom is pretty tiny, to be honest. I didn't include too much, as in like they all kind of look the same. I wanted them to feel quite generic in a way. I know that there's like not really much you can do about bathrooms. They all kind of look the same when I do them, but I really wanted them to feel quite similar anyway, because I just kind of felt like if you're living in quite what's the word, like close proximity houses, I kind of feel like the bathrooms are pretty much the same. It's a bit like apartments. They kind of all look the same, and it's just like what the individual living there has changed about it, like with towels or, you know, soap dispensers. But I kind of felt like the color scheme was all the same, so I did stick with the same color scheme. And look how cute these curtains are. Sorry, moving on. Look how cute the curtains are. I think they turned out adorable. It's just the most like adorable little room ever. Was that only one baby? Did I only do one? Who did I do twins for then? I'm so confused. I thought I had twins. Very confused. Maybe we did just have one. I'm so convinced that I did 2 cots or cribs. Weird. Not too sure. But anyway, now moving on to the parents' room. I think this room turned out super cute. Look at the mirrors on the wall. I just think that it's absolutely adorable. I love how it looks. I think that it's just like, I don't know, really cute, cozy, and it's not too much. I just feel like sometimes when you do build, well, for me especially anyway, I just feel like it's a bit over the top. Sometimes I go a bit overboard, or I could do the complete opposite and it's not enough. But I kind of feel like this house kind of like encompassed everything that I wanted it to be, so I absolutely love that about this house. I do also have this like deck-in area out the back, which I think turned out so cute. I do end up changing it around a little bit, and I do end up having like a fire pit on the ground, which I think is adorable and just very teen friendly, so I guess that she could hang out with her friends outside her bedroom around the fire pit. But I don't know, I just really like it, so I do hope you guys enjoy this build as well. I do end up cluttering at the basement up quite a lot. I don't know whether I filmed it all, to be honest. I may have, I honestly don't remember. But I really like how it turned out, and it's just such a nice task for me personally, because I'm so not used to doing these like really small houses. And I know that seems like funny to some people that this is small to me, but I'm so used to making these massive houses that building these really like compact is the right word. Yeah, I guess these compact houses was just like super fun and realistic, and like I said, very British in my opinion. Anyone else agree? I just think they turned out really cute. So we're now just finishing up in the basement. I do end up putting in just some clutter in at the other room because we didn't really need an extra bedroom, but I kind of felt like, you know, we did need some extra space, and obviously at some point when the boys get older they'll probably want their own room, so one could move down here or something. That was kind of the vision behind it, and I just think that it turned out really cute. But anyway, that is all for house number 2. I'm moving on to house number 3. Now this house that we're moving on to, like I said earlier, is for a single mom and 3 girls. She's got a teenage girl, a child girl, and a toddler girl. This is the only household that has a toddler, but I think it turned out cute. I really love the green. Like I said, I was so indecisive, but I did eventually go for green, and it's so pretty. I love the colour green. I think this hallway is super cute. I didn't want to overdo it in the hallways because I wanted it to be functional, which is quite difficult when you're obsessed with clutter, but we did get there in the end. And then we move on to the kitchen. Now, how cute is this kitchen? I was making this last night, and I kid you not, at like 5 AM. I say last night, this morning, and I was just in love with this kitchen. I think that it turned out way better than I anticipated it to look, and it's so family friendly. I kind of feel like this house really needed more people in it than 3, well 4 technically, including the mother of course, but I felt like it needed like a bigger family living here. But alas, she has 3 kids and she's a single mother, so she's rocking at life, honestly. She's doing her thing, she's being a super mother, and she has a gorgeous kitchen, so props to her. I did decide to include some sauces as well because I kind of felt like it just needed some clutter there. I do end up adding in some bookshelves, which is kind of a bit weird, but I kind of wanted to have something on that wall, so we do have some bookshelves. And then we move on to the dining area. I love this room. I love the whole downstairs, to be honest. It's very open plan, which I think is really gorgeous. I don't necessarily always like having open plan builds, and I think that this particular house just suited it very well, and I just really like it. I think the colour scheme, the layout, the fact that we do have green walls with like a white, what's the bit above the door called? Like the archway part, I can't think of the specific word. Spandrels, is that what it's called? I just think that the spandrels, if that is what it's called, let's hope that it is and I'm not embarrassing myself, I think that they just look really nice in this particular house, and the colour scheme is just my favourite thing. So I do hope you guys like it as well. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of this build. I am so excited to show you guys because I've been working on this for hours, and I'm probably going to make another one, to be honest, because I love building these builds. But I was really getting like a quite a clean, fresh vibe from this family. I feel like the girls in this house get along very well. Obviously the baby, well, she's a toddler, she doesn't really have much of her own say yet, but I still feel like all of them get along very well at the moment, and even the teenager and her younger child sibling, I just think they all get along very well, and I just think it's a really like cute, loving household, and the mum's very supportive. Obviously they don't have their dad around, so she is the sole like caretaker for them, and I just think that it's absolutely adorable, and I absolutely love this entire thing. It's so cute. So with that being said, I am going to end the voiceover by here for today, guys. You can watch the last few clips in peace. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'm super excited to show you guys, and I can't wait to hear your feedback. So with that being said, don't forget to check out all of my links in my description. I do have a giveaway upcoming very soon, so stay tuned for that, and I will see you guys tomorrow for another speed build. Thank you all for watching. Bye, lovies.